What if the reason he hasn't committed yet has nothing to do with you not being enough? What if it has everything to do with something deeper, something psychological, something that once you understand it, completely changes how you approach him and how he responds to you? Most women make the mistake of thinking that commitment is something you ask for, wait for, or pressure a man into. But the truth is, commitment is never forced. It is felt. A man doesn't commit because you gave him an ultimatum. He commits because something inside him shifts, because being with you starts to feel not just good, but necessary, like something he genuinely cannot imagine losing. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to create that shift. Not through manipulation, not through games, but through understanding how men think, what they fear, and what makes them choose a woman for life. The first thing you must understand, men commit to feelings, not pressure. The biggest misconception women have about commitment is that it's a decision a man makes with his head. It isn't. It's a decision he makes with his gut, with his emotions, with that deep internal feeling that says, this woman is different. I cannot let her go. No amount of logical convincing will get a man there. No conversation about where things are going, no matter how well articulated, will create that feeling if it isn't already building inside him. What creates it is how you make him feel when he's around you. Men commit to women who make them feel calm, inspired, desired, and challenged all at the same time. That combination is rare, and when a man finds it, he doesn't walk away from it. So the first shift you need to make is to stop focusing on getting commitment and start focusing on becoming the kind of woman a man genuinely cannot imagine his life without. You have to have a life he wants to be part of. One of the most powerful things a woman can do is live so fully and so richly that a man feels like he would be missing out if he wasn't in her life. When you have your own passions, your own goals, your own friendships, you become magnetic. You stop being someone who needs him and start being someone he needs. That distinction is everything. A man is far more likely to commit to a woman who adds excitement, depth, and inspiration to his life than to a woman whose entire world revolves around him. Because when your world revolves around him, the pressure becomes suffocating. He starts to feel like the relationship is a weight rather than a lift. But when you have your own world, when you are genuinely thriving with or without him, he starts to feel something very different. He starts to feel like he has to earn his place in your life. And that feeling drives commitment more than anything else. Stop being so available. This is not about playing games. This is about understanding human psychology. People value what they have to work for. What comes too easily is taken for granted, and what requires effort becomes precious. When you are always available, always accommodating, always rearranging your life to fit around him, you remove the very thing that drives a man to commit. You remove the sense that he could lose you. And without that, there is no urgency. There is no need to lock things down. But when you have standards, when you have a life that doesn't pause for anyone, when you make it clear through your actions, not your words, that your time and energy are valuable and limited, something changes in him. He starts to pay attention differently. He starts showing up more intentionally because he can sense that you are not the kind of woman who waits around forever. And that realization is what makes him move. Emotional safety is everything. Here is something most people get wrong about men and commitment. They think men avoid commitment because they are selfish or afraid of love. But the real reason most men hesitate is fear. Not fear of you specifically, but fear of being vulnerable, fear of choosing wrong, fear of being hurt in a way they cannot recover from. A man will not commit to a woman he doesn't feel emotionally safe with. Full stop. So if you want him to choose you, you have to become the woman he feels safest with.
That means not punishing him when he opens up. It means not using his weaknesses against him in arguments. It means being consistent, being steady, and creating an environment where he feels he can be himself without judgment. When a man feels that level of safety with a woman, commitment stops feeling like a risk. It starts feeling like the smartest decision he could ever make.
Challenge him without chasing him. There is a very specific dynamic that drives men toward commitment, and it lives in the space between being warm and being just slightly out of reach. Men are naturally drawn to things that challenge them, not in a cruel or manipulative way, but in a way that keeps them engaged, curious, and motivated. A woman who challenges a man makes him think. She makes him grow. She makes him feel like he has to bring his best self to the table just to keep up with her. And that feeling, that sense of being genuinely challenged by someone, is deeply attractive and deeply motivating. At the same time, you cannot be chasing him. The moment you are the one doing all the pursuing, all the initiating, all the emotional heavy lifting, the dynamic flips. He becomes comfortable. Comfortable men do not commit. They coast. So hold your warmth, hold your standards, and let him feel like he has to rise to meet you. Because a man who has to rise to meet you is a man who values what he's rising toward.
Let him see what he would lose.
This is one of the most underused and most powerful tools in the entire dynamic of commitment. Most women spend so much energy showing a man what he gains by being with them that they never let him truly feel what he would lose without them. And that feeling, the feeling of potential loss, is one of the strongest drivers of human decision-making that exists. You don't have to threaten him, you don't have to issue warnings. All you have to do is live your life with genuine fullness and confidence. Go out with your friends without explaining yourself. Pursue your goals with visible excitement. Be happy independently of whether he showed up or not. When he sees that your joy doesn't depend on him, something shifts. He realizes you are not waiting. You are living. And a man who realizes that the woman he's been taking for granted is actually completely fine without him suddenly finds a clarity he didn't have before. Suddenly, commitment doesn't feel optional. It feels urgent.
The truth about commitment. Here is what it all comes down to. A man commits when he meets a woman who makes him feel something he has never felt anywhere else, and who also makes him understand, through her presence and her standards, that she will not wait around forever for him to figure it out. Commitment is never about convincing him. It is never about being perfect or doing everything right. It is about becoming so grounded in who you are, so clear about what you deserve, and so genuinely fulfilled in your own life that a man looks at you and thinks, if I don't choose her, someone else will. And that thought, that quiet and powerful realization, is what finally makes him move. You don't chase commitment. You become the kind of woman that commitment chases. You build yourself. You hold your standards. You live fully. You create emotional safety. You challenge him. And you let him feel, without ever saying it directly, that you are a choice he cannot afford to keep delaying. Because the right man, the man who is genuinely ready and genuinely worthy of you, will not need to be forced. He will need to be inspired. And once he is inspired by who you are, once he truly sees you, commitment won't feel like a sacrifice. It will feel like the only thing that makes sense. That is how you make a man commit like his life depends on it. Not by making him feel trapped, but by making him feel that choosing you is the best decision he will ever make.